Asmongold versus Elon Musk is now happening. What a time to be alive.
Wow. Oh, what a day. What a day already, huh? All right, so we got to step back. I think it was on Thanksgiving. Elon hit me up. He was like, "What's up?" And, we talked for a bit, and he was talking about like what I would want to do to like maybe upload content onto X, right? Onto Twitter. I told him like basically this would be something I'd be down to do, but I wanted to check with my editors. I think that there was a communication breakdown here because I think that Elon thought that what I meant by editors is like the New York Times editors. So then that happens.
That's, by the way, completely unironically true. If you don't know, there's a situation where Elon Musk leaked Hasbin's DMs because well, for me watching this video, this seems stupid. For you watching this video, it also probably seems stupid because we know Twitches, YouTubes, and all of those things. And when someone says the word editor, the first thing that comes to mind is someone who is making shorts, clips, or editing YouTube videos for someone, right? But the reality is that is not what most people think editors are. For the vast majority of human history, editors have been the people who chooses what goes, what is true, what should be or should not be shown in news, what celebrities should do. Well, granted, nowadays for celebrities we have a new term for that, which is called PR teams or PR management, but they are effectively still the good old time editors. It's just a new name. And yeah, for someone like Elon Musk, yeah, I understand how he made this, which is hilariously stupid in my opinion. But again, a lot of people don't actually see this and legitimately do need an explanation what editors are in this situation. Yeah, that's how wild the world is, boys.
And we kind of like stopped talking, and it was like, all right, yeah, we'll see what happens, because another person from X reached out to me, and I think I was going to join like their Discord, and I told them like I could help consult with like doing video stuff too. I told a couple of people, but like I'm not going to go out and be like, yeah, this guy messaged me. To be honest with you guys, I've talked to a lot of well-known influential people. Like I don't think it's.
That's probably true. The world is a big clubhouse, and you're not in it. Neither am I, sadly. But yes, the rich know the rich, the famous know the famous. That's just how it works.
That big of a deal. It's just a guy, right? I mean, like, what the fuck? And so, like, yeah, who else? I'm not gonna make a bunch of lists, right? I mean, I don't go and do that stuff. 4chan is right. You are a Jew. Well, we'll get to that. I do want to make one thing abundantly clear. You will not find that on my early life Wikipedia part, okay? I'm German. It's the opposite. So get that out of your fucking head. But anyway, so this happened on Thanksgiving. And obviously, like, I've been critical of some of the things that he's done, like with Twitter, etc. But overall, I've been pretty positive about it, and everything's been good, right? I didn't really talk to him at all about the H-1B visa thing and, like, the Sam Hyde video. Like, I wasn't really sure how he'd...
To be honest, boys, what about the Indians and the visas and things? Actually, I have flipped my opinion on that. I think there is absolutely nothing more American, the pinnacle of the embodiment of the American way of living and ideals, than a bunch of people just coming to America and completely shrinking and making a bunch of Americans poor because they just agreed to do a job for pennies on the dollar. I honestly, there is nothing more American than that. That is hilarious.
I wonder, I never asked him if he watched the Sam Hyde video. I should probably ask him that. But anyway, we'll get to that too. I apologize that I was gonna write everything out on Twitter and explain it all, but I'm lazy, and so I just didn't. And you were just gonna go live and I'll just explain it all.
Come on,
but
faster!
I'm explaining this extemporaneously, right? So you
faster, explain faster, though.
Got to assume that there's gonna be some inconsistencies. I'm gonna be back and forth, etc. So anyway, so yeah, I had talked to him and we had interacted positively before, and you know, this was good, not really a big deal, everything's fine. And so anyway, you admit the check mark removed because the disagreement is fucked. We'll get to that. And so anyway, you know, everything's been fine, everything.
Yeah, the checkbot thing seems strange. I don't know if it actually did happen or not happen, but strange nonetheless if that does happen.
Has been good. And then basically I react to the
definitely a bad look for Elon
PoE video, and we have Elon and I have a disagreement in DMs, and a brief disagreement, and this of course was at I don't know, like 2:30 in the morning, which is, you know, like that's pretty much usual, right? We had a disagreement about this. And then I was like, yeah, whatever, and I went to bed, right, because I was tired. And I got up the next day, and that was yesterday. I guess it was yesterday. And so then he had unfollowed me. And who started the DMs? He did.
Him. He already said that.
He did, yeah. And so, yeah, he had messaged me. And so, if you want to play WoW, we wouldn't have Ashes of Valar. Yeah, basically. Show the DMs? Well, no, I wouldn't show the DMs. You know, like, I thought leaking DMs was, I thought this was bad. This was...
Yeah, leaking DMs almost in all circumstances, especially like this, is definitely not a good look. Jesus Christ, Elon decided to do some crazy shit here. There is no denying that, and he's looking bad for it. I mean, attacking Asmongold is useless because Asmongold actually understands the greatest tool that you can have when you are so big. You can literally just ignore all the criticism, and you can literally just brush it all aside, and at the end of the day, you're gonna be completely fine. Like, Asmongold does so much stupid shit. He literally defends Hassan Piker when he says, please, people, commit acts of terrorism. You know? Things like that. And he unironically defends it. Like, shit. And then he just brushes it aside because people get bored. You cannot damage a person who literally is, for all intensive purposes, below human in most regards of life. There is nothing you can attack. And Asmongold does the best job ever at ignoring people who are mean to him. He constantly watches... By the way, how does he do it even? Because this is what Asmongold does on a daily basis, and that's why it's so boring to look up reacts about him. Because all he does is typically just watch videos about him. He just spends half his day looking at videos that talk about him or whatever. And none of them are negative, which is strange because there's a lot of negative stuff about Asmongold, yet he somehow filters all of it. That's so wild.
Bad etiquette, right? This is bad internet etiquette for me to do. He did. And also, like, you have to understand that it could also be against the terms of service. And one of us, the two of us, one of us owns the website and the other one doesn't, right? So I'm not going to leak the DMs, okay? But basically, I said to him... one of the things I said to him is, I said, level 97, you know, don't you think you're flying a little bit too close to the sun? You know, or something like that, LOL. And, you know, it was, you know, a conversation like that. And that's basically what it was. And what a crazy day. And so, which, I mean, I think that's true. And anyway, so this all happened. And I woke up. And I had like 3 of my like real life friends texting me. They were like, bro, like, so what the fuck is, like, what's going on? Like, did he really take your check mark away? And so, I didn't do, like, when I went to bed, I had the check mark and I had the gaming thing. When I woke up, I had neither. Then I had the check mark.
What is the gaming thing even?
Then I had the check mark and the gaming thing. And now I only have the check mark. So just so we are all clear on what happened. So go to bed, check mark, and gaming tag. Wake up, neither. Later, check mark, but no gaming tag. After that, check mark, and gaming tag. Now,
What?
check mark,
What is a gaming tag?
no gaming tag.
Hmm.
This is what's happened. I'm not mad about this. I'm not angry. You know, to me, I think that he will get over it, and he will see where I'm coming from. I think that in any sort of a group, if you don't call out bad actions by people, they multiply, and there's no need.
Okay, I already mentioned Hassan, so I mean, okay, but well, there's a lot of things to mention because Asmongold is a part of Night Media.
And nobody get no. He'll see my point of view, right? He will. He'll see my point of view, and this is the way I see it, man. You can't go and you can't do this in front of everybody and expect for people to say that the Emperor's got new clothes.
I'm pretty sure he's talking about the PoE stuff because, I mean, I talked about it, everyone has talked about it. It's pretty blatantly obvious that, yeah, Elon Musk is well, there's probably no bots, but, you know, he's most likely real money trading also, but someone is leveling up his account for him pretty much 24/7.
You can't do it because it makes everybody complicit in a known lie. And you bought Twitter because the world was compelled into being complicit with so many known lies. And so, if I'm calling this out, don't view it as a virus or like anything negative. This is the inoculation. I'm saying this so we don't have the same type of fucking weird biases, double standards, and bullshit.
Inoculation is pretty much, in this situation, the word almost like acquisition. Again, random words. Inoculate. It does. I mean, Jesus. It does. No, you just can't say random words, Asmund. Stop.
That he and I have complained about for years. For fucking years. And so the thing is, and I'm not saying, like, you're not the worst person.
Wait, Asmongold has not complained about it for years. He has ignored all this shit for years.
So is not the terrible guy or anything like that. But come on, man, you get 97's too high. And if you want to have somebody play your account, that's fine. But you can't go and act like you played it yourself. Like, it's not a big deal.
It's
so he's mad at you for
blatantly
defending
visible.
Pirate? No, this, well, actually, maybe, I don't know. Maybe that is why. I have no idea. And so anyway, that.
Oh, also, so the Night Media thing I mentioned is kind of wild because Elon Musk accuses Asmongold of being effectively puppeted. But Asmongold's not puppeted by those things. But if there's anything that does puppet Asmongold, it is Night Media. Because that shit is kind of wild. That is currently like the big boogeyman that no one really knows about too much. But let me give you a couple. Let me just give you a brief history of a couple of things that Night Media has done. Well, not that they have done. We don't know what they do. Well, we technically know what they do because of their own description. And this is what Night Media does. They help creators reach their pinnacle. And let me just give a couple of people who have worked with Night Media, which make fucking no sense. So, Mr. Beast got popular in 2017 or something like that. 1 year after, Night Media scoops him up and he just blows up considerably, even higher and higher and higher. And you know what's strange about that? Because Night Media is supposed to be your typical management style organization where, you know, they help you get things like contracts, they help you get sponsorships, you know, all of these kinds of things. That's really strange because Mr. Beast doesn't really do sponsorships that much now, does he? But what else could Night Media do? Well, probably the part where they said they help content creators reach the pinnacle, but that's really, really strange considering we're talking about a person like Mr. Beast who constantly boasts about the fact that he has cracked the YouTube algorithm. And that's why he's so famous. Strange why a person like that would even need to be a part of Night Media. Then we have people like Kai Cenat, who blew up and then super blew up, and that's also coincidental with Night Media for some strange reason. A lot of other things that have blown up out of the proportion, cold ones. Night Media is also responsible for that. Hassan Piker, Asmongold are a part of Night Media. And Hassan Piker is pretty funny because every time Hassan says something completely fucking off the wall retarded, you have a history of Asmongold just instantaneously being on all fives and say, oh no, Hassan, gok, 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 gok. You didn't do anything wrong, gok, 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 gok. And things of that nature. Again, every time Hassan has been in the frying pan, Asmongold is there trying to get him out, saying, oh, he didn't mean it, or nothing. And in literal minutes. And that is because Night Media, most likely. And Pirate Software, yeah, the most recent the magical drama boy, is most likely also rumored to be a part of Night Media. That would explain how Asmongold and he can just instantaneously call each other and things like that. Why they have access to each other, and why Asmongold instantaneously just went and also gargled his shit down to defend him about the World of Warcraft drama. Which is insane. And where was I? The phone call knocked me out. And, you know, stuff like that. Because Pirate Software was a literal nobody. And then he just magically exploded at one point through shorts. Which previously didn't work, but at one point when he got with Night Media, it just magically did. I don't see any sponsorships for him. I don't see anything of that. And then you have Asmongold himself, which is arguably actually as strange as Mr. Beast, because you need to understand it like this. Asmongold theoretically has his own talent agency firm that he works with, but he's an equity holder. But he, for some reason, is still a part of Night Media. He could leave, but he does not. That's really strange. Because, I don't know about you, but have you ever seen an ad on Asmongold's shit? Well, not an ad, but a sponsorship? No. Neither have I. Neither have I. And there was one video that Asmongold almost watched about Night Media. And the moment it was, he found out the video was about Night Media, he didn't watch it. He just instantaneously said, I don't need to watch it, they're gonna stock bad, Night Media doesn't do anything. And then he literally just said, well, not literally, I'm summarizing, but he effectively said that Night Media does nothing. Night Media just doesn't do anything. They don't do anything that normal talent agencies do. They don't do anything, okay? And Night Media just doesn't exist almost. Instantaneously. Didn't even allow the video to play for 5 fucking seconds. And he instantaneously started defending Night Media and attacking the guy who did the video. Some pretty wild shit, if you honestly ask me. Very strange, very strange. And Asmongold is also super blowing up now recently in the past year on YouTube. I mean, he has had a very, very strange and stable growth that is really strange. Because typically growth has like percentile increments. Asmongold doesn't. It's literally like someone just drew a line and it's following that, which is really, really strange. Because a year ago he had almost 50%, well, not below 50% less subs, as I can remember. And he has been just on a constant magical growth non-stop. From nowhere. Which is strange. Which is kind of also strange. And, well, the speculation is that that's all Night Media. Because, again, the stuff surrounding Night Media is just insane. People just don't know what exactly they do, but whatever the fuck they're doing, they're extremely successful. Because Night Media started as Night Media, and now it has like 4 sister companies that are all under the Night brand, which is insane, okay? You can't split off into 4 different sister companies if your brand is not doing whatever the fuck it's doing really good. And again, they are pretty much kind of responsible for all the biggest players on social media, Twitch, YouTube, and so on. It is kind of wild. So when someone figures out what actually Night Media fully does in their impact on things, that's gonna be very, very interesting.
That's what it was. And so anyway, this is what happened. No gaming tag because I'm bad. So, okay, the reason why I don't have the gaming tag is because I'm bad at video games. That makes sense. Well, anyway, so Elon messaged me, and not messaged me, Elon tweeted about this earlier, and now the community, this is so funny, this community note tag has gone back and forth. Listen, guys, I don't need anybody defending my gaming abilities. So...
Oh, no, this is not. Because the community note tag is, by the way, hilarious. I want to see it.
Now we have what happened today. Okay, so now we have what's happened today. And Elon can also treat this as my formal application to the Trump administration's video game czar position that they can create for me. I think that if anything, this shows my my lack of bias and my ruthless pursuit of the truth.
Okay.
And so that's okay. Anyway, Maverick Independent. Yes, Asmon behaves like a Maverick Independent, but in reality he has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not his own man. And so anyway, what he's referring to is he's referring to a conversation we had. And I said, I'm going to see if my editors want to make a second account for it even. This was in response to uploading content onto Twitter, right? And so... by
the way, I just want to mention how absolutely bad Asmongold is at business and shit. The fact that he unironically wants to ask his editors, not just say, hey, you need to do this now. Those guys are making above top 10 percentile money, and they get to choose however the fuck they work, and he can't even make them do this. That is insane that he needs to ask them. That is absolutely insane. This is just fucking getting lucky to the next level of degree. Imagine you're technically owning 3 or 4 businesses, and you can't even tell anyone what to do. Holy fuck.
So sure, who are these mysterious editors? And then these, I mean, you know, leaked. These are my 2 editors. They basically run the entire YouTube account. Absolutely true. And
I mean, this is not the leak. I'm pretty sure people knew this already. Isn't this in the description, by the way? Yep, yeah, I remember. Yep, there you go.
So basically any content I upload is edited or uploaded by them, and they get a cut of the ad rev. It's a super good system, to be honest. Almost everyone on YouTube does it. He says, of course, interesting. And so I think that he interpreted me saying that I had editors as like a formal publication saying that I have editors. Now, I'll tell you that I do deliberate with, you know, not only editors, but mods and friends of mine. And we talk about, like, content. Like, obviously, like, hey, yeah. Like, for example, my editors were the ones who suggested that I played the 5 Hearts Under One Roof game, the Korean dating simulator game. They said, hey, this would probably be a good game.
No idea what that is.
And so I said, okay, I'll try it out. But this is a collaborative relationship, right? I don't view myself, I don't like telling people what to do. I don't like having other people tell me what to do. I don't...
Now, the fact that Asmongold says he doesn't like telling people what to do is a lie. He just doesn't like it being told what to do.
View anybody as working for me. Obviously, you know, there, of course, is going to be like some degree of hierarchy. But the reality is that these are people who have worked with me for
That is so fucking wild to actually... Because there is one thing that he actually owns, and that is OTK. And no wonder that shit is not successful. I have talked about this a lot. OTK is like a complete failure in so many ways. Especially the game show. What is it called? Oh, but the game show that they do. Because that shit is view-botted. There ain't no way it's not... Like, all the classic ViewBot parameters are there.
For years. And so collaborative, but I mean, you obviously have 100% veto power or the ability to do what you want, right?
Yes.
Well, yeah, of course I can upload what I want. But, yeah, I mean, it's the same as anything. So, in my opinion, I think that if you don't let people that you deal with. Like I have the same thing. Like my mods, like we have a mod channel, and some of my mods talk shit about what I'm doing or my content all the time.
Yeah, I do not believe that in the slightest, because anyone who talks anything bad about Asmon gets instantaneously banned. Like, he's very well known for that. And even in YouTube, that shit gets curated, as we have seen over the years. So I really doubt that there is a single mod who doesn't literally suck Asmongold off like that. That's their #1 job. Or he's probably talking about very minor things that are not actually talking shit.
All the time. This is fucking, but how the fuck are you still talking about this? Bro, stop it, right? And that's not, we're honest, yes. And I told them I wanted that, like that.
Yep.
That's good. I don't give a
There
fuck.
you go.
It's not a big deal to me at all. And so anyway, we got banned. Yeah, right. And so, well, because you're not the mod. And, you know, I'm not, like, I don't really, like, I trust them. I don't trust randoms. And so, yeah, I'm your #1 hater. Yeah, Void is very critical of the way that I was handling the subreddit, and we had conversations about that. But like a lot of my mods, we've had a lot of conversations about this, and I think that that's a good thing, personally, and this is how I've always done stuff. And the reason why I do things this way is that it's because of, like, the years that I spent doing, like, a video game, like, guild stuff. When you have people that are in your guild that they don't have a paycheck that they're relying on, that they have to...
Okay, this is getting boring. Where is the... Where is the community note thing? It should be somewhere here. Because the community note about Asmongold being a bad video game player is hilarious. Where the fuck is it? It should be somewhere visible on these tweets. I don't see it for some reason. Because it's funny, when Elon Musk calls Asmongold a bad gamer, there's like community notes, and they are and those community notes are they're so good. They are so good. I need to find them. He must see them somewhere. Nope. Wait, this is actually his Social Blade thing. What is this? Yup.
time for a while, right? Like first, you know, getting noticed and like having people pick up, but like, you know, you just keep working and you keep clocking in the hours, and then eventually...
Yeah, the Social Blade seems very strange because it just goes like this. Which is not normal, by the way. But where are the mod things? Well, anyway, I kind of remember what the Twitch community notes were. Asmongold is actually an accomplished gamer. He is like rank 40 in some kind of raid that happened 10 years ago. And he's like rank 12 arms warrior in Emerald Nightmare, which is all hilarious because, I mean, that's literally shit that happened almost like 10 years ago, probably, or more. I don't know, more or less. But that is the past. That is ancient dinosaur Neolithic era fucking past. And also, I think he had actually some like #1 parses. Like, you know, he actually had the highest parses. I remember something like that where he boasted about it and he showed it. But the fact that it's like, oh, he's rank 40 warrior. Dude, being rank 40 warrior is like a participation trophy, I'm not gonna lie. You know, it's kind of impressive because you're above the average, but the fact that you're flaunting it and you're like rank 40, that's like a participation trophy, honestly. That is hilarious. That was something I laughed about. Anyway, that was Asmongold. Bye.